Welcome to Lost in the Desert, episode 32?
32.
32 or 31? 32, 32. Yes, yes, yes.
Who's counting?
I'm trying to count. I'm not doing a good job of keeping track of everything.
Well, my name is Issam.
My name is Karim, and we are your co-hosts.
Thank you so much for listening. Yeah.
So, weird week because of
Another
the time
weird
frame.
fucking week back to back.
'Cause it was
this
the
is a
time-
three-peat now.
Yeah, but it's the time frame. Like, I feel like we probably should have skipped we should have delayed last week's episode so we could do the whole Super Bowl thing at once.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So two things today. Today, I'm going to call this the Valentines extravaganza because I got not much to talk about and hella dumb stories from you guys. But let's get this out the way. The Super Bowl was fire to watch. I know just because I don't know everybody's fave didn't win, but it was still a great fucking match.
I felt like there was more people going for the Chiefs than for Niners, which is weird.
No.
Because all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, fuck the Chiefs, so they won. I'm like, no, because, well, I'm a 49er fan, obviously. Everybody knows that. I stayed home and watched it by myself just because I didn't want to be around people because I was going to be very intense. Overall, it was a good game. That's all I could say. Overall.
It was a great game to watch.
Overall.
Everybody I was with, and there was like maybe 15 of us, like in that one.
Oh, y'all deep.
Yeah, we had like a little viewing party at our friend Gabe's. Shout out to him. I think everybody was going for the Niners.
Oh,
there was not a
nice.
single person, but the halftime show was fire. The halftime show was fire.
I don't know.
We'll
get there, but just keep going where you say. Keep going to your segment.
Yeah.
And the halftime show, it's another segment. Go for it.
The first touchdown was crazy. The back and forth. Even I texted you. I picked up the phone. I said, no, I got to text Islam.
Yeah.
The back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? And then he threw it back. I said, no, if he scores.
It's crazy.
Lost my fucking mind.
It has to be at least top 5 of all time best touchdowns in Super Bowl.
Easy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of them, but I'm like,
well, there was
another
another one, the Philly special, when the Eagles did that kind of similar. Not really, but similar. Where the other person threw it, but the way Christian McCaffrey threw it and then
threw it back.
Stupid.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So they got some guts. Whoever the offensive coordinator was, like, he got balls.
And it was at the beginning of the game. Like, it wasn't like at the end. Like, they're just like, no, we're having fun today. That's why I felt like we're going to be winning this thing because
it was like first quarter, wasn't it? It was like end of the first quarter.
First quarter.
Yeah, it was like towards the end of the first quarter when they did that. And I was like,
second quarter.
Second quarter? Beginning of the second?
Yeah.
Either way, it was like, this is ridiculous. I definitely think they should have just gone for it in overtime. Like, what else you got to lose? You know what I mean? Their defense was towards the end. Their defense was struggling.
Yeah,
towards the end. But
well, that's what everybody's talking about for the past week.
I feel like they just got tired.
No, it was the mistakes. A lot of the players came out and said that they're not aware of the overtime rules, which was silly.
Needs to get fired
because no, most of the players said it because
coach.
It wasn't the coach. It was one of the players said it. That's why it pisses me off. Is because it's like it's your last game. It's the biggest game of your life. You should know every rules. A lot of them are giving them the excuse, well, they didn't plan on going to OT. It doesn't matter. You plan for the worst. That's how you're supposed to plan for the best game. Now, everybody's pointing the finger. I do feel like the defensive coach really messed up. And 2, even the refs knew. They were like, I don't think they made a good choice when they wanted to receive first. So you could also still blame the head coach. But at the end of the day, it's a team effort. You don't want to give Patrick Mahomes the ball at the end. Like, you want them to fuck up first, because if Chiefs got it, they scored and they kicked the field goal, and then Niners take the ball and they score, but they do a 2-point, game over. Also, they did have a chance to stop the game in overtime because it was a 4th and 2 Chiefs ball, and then if the Niners got the stop, they would have won. Patrick Mahomes ran it, got the first down.
I think
so. There's different ways they could have ended the game, so it wasn't just Patrick Mahomes going.
I think they weren't confident themselves in overtime. They were playing
Chiefs,
it too safe. Not the Chiefs.
Niners.
They were playing it too safe.
100%. I can agree with that.
Yeah, they were playing it too safe, and I was like, 4th and down. It's overtime. Either go for it, score the touchdown, or lose. There's no kicking field goals or doing all that shit. Like, just kick. Like, go for it.
You didn't even have to get to that point. You could have just kept running the ball with McCaffrey. The running game was working. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. It's like, if it's not broken, why are you trying to fix it?
Well, I think towards the Chiefs had sort of figured it out, and they were saying even in press card, they were like, we wanted Purdy to throw it, so they locked down McCaffrey, and they're like, we want Purdy to throw it. So that's probably why they were like.
But McCaffrey could have still done better, because even though they tried to lock him down, they could not stop him.
It is what it is.
No team could stop him this whole year. So why the fuck are you not using it?
It is what it is.
But one thing, though, it's crazy now, all the footage is coming out, like the ones that with their mic'd up, and Patrick Mahomes, when he found out they wanted to receive the ball first, his eyes like lit up. I don't know if you saw that one.
It was like, yes.
The refs were on the sideline, and they were like, that's a bad mistake. They should never give the Patrick the ball after. Even the refs, like, they were mic'd up. And then you see Kelsey's like, we want them to get the ball first. We want them. Like, they were actually prepared for this. And one of the Chiefs players said that he's like, we ran through multiple times about what happens if you go to OT, and we all agreed we should receive the ball second, not the first. So it's like, they were well prepared. But congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations to them either way.
NFL got the most beautiful Disney story. They got their top player, and they got Taylor Swift.
What did I tell you?
They wrote it perfectly.
Because of Taylor, they're going to win.
Yeah.
By conspiracies, because of Taylor, they're going to win. And they showed her every fucking second on the screen. It was so annoying.
Everybody that made bets on, because there was like bets of
how many times they're going to show Taylor on
Taylor, it hit. Another crazy one was one of our friends that we know, Rels. Rels bet $15 a non-quarterback to throw the ball and score a touchdown, and that was the McCaffrey one. Yeah. $15 won him, I think, like $300.
Yeah, that's
there was
ridiculous.
like a lot of crazy bets. But I got another one, but I'm saving it for the halftime show. Okay, now we're ready. Let's talk about the halftime show.
Really?
Go for it.
The halftime show was dope. I thought there was a point where I was like, I didn't want Ludacris. I didn't think his verse. Didn't feel like his verse made any like any contribution to the fucking show.
Him in a dodgeball.
I just wanted Usher's first verse in Yeah, and then move on to another song.
I see.
You know what I mean? Like his first verse in Yeah was fire, and then you get honestly, Ludacris is like the weakest part of that song.
You think so?
Ludacris is like the weakest part of that song.
No, you're crazy.
I'm sorry.
You're crazy.
Ludacris has his own bangers. He's the weakest part of that song.
Right,
when Ludacris pulls up, like Ludacris's verse pops up, I'm like, fast forward. I was like, I'm good.
Nah, you're wild for that. That's good. A wild take. That's a hot take.
I'm good.
I think Pluto's probably one of the best part.
No.
All right.
Every time I don't even have Yeah on my playlist. Not because of Ludacris, because
song.
I only enjoy the first half of the song.
No, you're crazy.
I wanted him to start with Confessions Part 1. I wanted him to end with Confessions Part 2. I wanted Let It Burn somewhere in the middle or towards the end. And we all knew Alicia was coming out for My Boo. It's one of his best songs. I kind of wanted him to do Come Through with Summer Walker because it's like, bro, it's like one of his newest fire songs.
And everybody thought Justin Bieber was gonna come out too.
Justin, I think they said he wasn't gonna. I watched after, like I read like just some of the clips, and he was like he just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm like, who the fuck?
Respect it.
But I think it's because Justin wants his own Super Bowl show. He doesn't want.
That'd be fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. That'd be fire. I'll tell you.
I don't think he has the catalog of hits. He has some bangers.
Stop.
I'm sorry. He has bangers. He has some good songs, but I don't think all of his songs are his.
Justin Bieber will do a great halftime show. But let me tell you about mine.
Okay, go ahead. You want to talk about the halftime show so bad. You have more to talk about.
Because this is crazy. Everybody that I met said the same thing. That it was like one of them saying one of the best halftime shows of all time. It was good. I like Usher. Hands down, that was probably the shittiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
It was so whack.
I thought the Dr. Dre Snoop one was pretty shitty.
I get it that he's a little bit old, he's out of breath, and then like the mic was off. It was just like it was really shitty.
It was good really nostalgia for me.
Like Rihanna still did better. Like so far right now, Rihanna's winning.
That was okay for me.
No, Rihanna does a show. Usher was actually trash.
I don't think it was
roller skating, and it's just like, come on, like what kind of brother? Like I'm like, just shut the fuck up. And
bro, it was those are his like his best hits. It was hella nostalgia.
They're great songs.
I sang along to like maybe half of it. I sang along to maybe like half of it. I was also wasted, but I sang along to maybe half of it.
I went and played it later on my Spotify just because I was like, I want to listen to it good, not this fucking shitty ass performance that I just watched.
I liked it.
And I'm pretty sure this is the same performance that he's doing at his residency. So thank God we just watched it for free.
I don't know. But either way, I was like, it was hella nostalgia. I fucking loved it.
I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
Fuck off, bro. Come on.
3 out of 10.
6.
Did you see the meme?
It was way better than the Snoop Dogg Dr. Dre one.
No, get the fuck out of here.
That was one of the most boring halftime shows. There was no way.
No, that was a hip hop. That was a hip hop performance.
Boring. 50 should have had his own show, first of all, not coming in upside down like a goddamn bat.
That's a fire. Oh my God.
He came upside down like a goddamn bat. I get it, the music video, it's all that shit, but I needed him to do his own shit. I didn't need him tagging along.
There's no way that you're saying that the Usher performance was better than the Dr. Dre 50 Cent. Same Dr. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Easy.
You're crazy.
Easy.
He brought out Eminem.
Who gives a fuck?
He brought out Eminem.
Who gives a fuck?
And you're comparing that to Usher,
Who gives a fuck?
who took off his shirt and is like on roids.
Bro, on another story, he was pouring sweat. That man
boy.
was dehydrated
And he
the
was
next
doing,
morning.
He was doing the tweaking
He
one.
must have been hungover in the
Did you
morning.
see
Just
that?
he lost so much body weight
Did
or
you
body
see
water.
that tweet when the girl's like, when Usher took off his shirt, this guy next to me was screaming loud, and I was like, why? And he goes, oh, I bet $10,000 that he would take off his shirt. Yeah. I was like, there was a bet on that?
I'm sorry, no, the Usher show, I think it was way better. The Snoop show, I was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
No.
It was so
No,
lame.
Stop.
It was so lame. I couldn't
Don't even
stand
compare
it.
them no more because it's not even close. It's not even close.
It's night and day.
It's not
50
even
should have
close.
had his own show. 50
50 could.
should have had his own show.
But why not do it with hip hop legends and all in one stage? That was why it's fire.
Snoop and Dre should have had their own show back when
No, dude,
Dre,
there's no
before
way
Dre
they
had
said
them
that.
strokes and could think clearly.
Stop it.
When Snoop could actually move properly, and like we should have had the Snoop show back in like 2015.
Get the fuck out of here.
We
That's
should have had
not
that shit
there's no way.
time ago.
Nope.
There was no need
It's
to
classic.
stretch it
It's
out.
classic. You can go any year.
Snoop's been around for too long.
Snoop, Dr. Dre, and Eminem, and 50 can do another
I
performance
could go without
5
Eminem.
years from now, and it still makes sense.
But to be fair, I will say this. I hate when rappers get on stage. They're the most boring shows on my.
Not all rappers. Not all rappers.
I want to hear you. I want to hear you guys' music through my fucking car speakers. I don't
No,
want to see you guys on
not
stage.
all
Y'all can't
rappers.
sing. You know the rappers. You know who the rappers who I think like. That's why I love fucking 50. Like, cause he could do that shit live. Cause there's some rappers who have like a voice.
yeah.
Pop Smoke, rest in peace. 50.
That's simply it.
What's that other Snoop and Dre? Like they have like voice. Like well, Dre more than Snoop actually. Snoop
Yeah.
doesn't have like that iconic voice when you hear him. Dre does. Like there's certain
Yes,
like
yes, he does. Snoop. Yes,
when
he
I hear
does.
his I like his when I hear his music, I love Snoop. Don't get me wrong, no disrespect, but when I hear his like voice, it doesn't click for me. Like when 50,
I see what you're saying.
You get what I
It's
mean?
not moving you. It's not moving.
yeah, the voice isn't isn't moving me.
Okay, that's fair.
Like his
That's
music
fair.
is moving me, the voice isn't moving me.
I see what you're saying. I see
Like
what
when you hear 50, he does the nigga use a window shopper.
Shopper,
Like he's
Mad
sing
at
rapping.
me. Yeah.
You think you know what?
Nah, it's fair.
In the jewelry
Okay,
store, looking
so
at
you
shit
guys
you
let
can't
us
buy.
know. You know what? Let's compare them. I'll put this on the as well. What was a better performance, Dr. Dre and the Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, or the Usher?
Yeah,
We'll
put
see.
that in the comments, or maybe we'll make a poll or something. But
We'll put it on the clip and we'll just comment on
yeah,
that.
it's. I definitely think the Usher won.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Question: who do you think should go next year?
That's exactly what my question was. I think they're gonna give it to Taylor. There's no other choice. Give it to Taylor.
I think you know what? It's overdue. They need a white person to do the show. It's been niggas for the past 5-7 years. They need. It hasn't been a white person on that stage since Eminem and Coldplay. Okay. It's about time. I didn't even think about it like that. I was like, you know what? There's been too many niggas on this stage. The white folk gonna be mad. If it's another brother, the white folk are going to be mad.
As soon as Jay-Z became one of the board directors, then all of a sudden, oh my God. No, I'm just kidding.
No, wait. Who? I think it could be Taylor or Drake.
Since Jay-Z became friends with the NFL owner, it's all.
It could be bro. It could be Taylor or Drake. One of those two.
No. Drake, what, dude?
Bro, Drake has catalog. You can just not deny it.
Drake, dude, they had to pay him a bag for him to do that
He
performance.
would do it.
They will have to pay him.
I don't think
most.
they have to pay him the most.
Yes.
I think he would just do it for the clout.
No, I doubt it. He doesn't need it.
Come on, bro. It's Drake.
If Drake does it, I don't know if you ever seen like
This man just leaked his own dick pic, and you talking about he won't do shit
Yeah,
for
that's-
clout?
That was crazy, son. That
Have you seen it?
Hell no.
I saw
It, it was all on Twitter, and I was just like,
It's weird shape.
I was like, it's not interested. I'm not interested.
It's
Like,
weird. It's weird shaped.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was just like, this
Hey,
is a
yo.
weird looking dick, bro.
Hey,
What
yo.
the fuck
No,
is
pause,
this?
Pause.
No
Pause. Pause. Ain't no way.
The memes and the TikToks are
No.
so good.
Pause. Because no, on X was it was him and Mia Khalifa trending at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, so I was just like, not interested in Drake. Mia
Porn,
Khalifa.
porn,
Let's
porn.
see Mia Khalifa click.
No, there was a lot of clickbait. Like a lot of our friends that were like, I want to say this. I heard it and I actively looked for it. No clout, no cop. They were like,
Crazy.
Drake dick. I said, you kidding me? I said, let me see this shit. I said, damn, good for him. Dead
No,
ass.
you crazy. No, you crazy.
A lot of these guys, bro, you can't talk all that shit. Got to be able to back it up. I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
And then what did he say? There was this clip. I don't know if this is
How do
actually
you
him.
recover that as like a man? Like if you're that famous and you're
If it's
just
impressive, you can. If it's impressive, like nobody's gonna say shit to you.
nah,
If it's like
wrong.
Nelly's, that
That's
niggas
wrong.
was roasting Nelly when his leaked. I didn't even need to look at it. People were like, "Bro, it's small." I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to do that." like, I'm good.
Like I don't want
I have not seen Nelly's news when they
Oh
leaked.
my god, that's pause.
What's the other one? When Tyga, he was like, I'm going on. The memes killed me because I didn't look for Tygas. I saw the memes first.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I have to go. Now I gotta go see. They were saying it looked like the mushrooms from Super Mario.
Nah, stop, fam. That's ill, dog. I'm gonna throw up.
But I was just like, what the fuck? But no, this is that man. He'll do that for clout. This man talked about it on stage, talking about I wasn't hiding my dick from the world. I was hiding the world from my dick. I'm like, come on, Drake, shut the fuck up.
No, but
Corny
I don't know
ass.
if you ever seen like going back to him performing if he does the halftime show.
I think he will. Bet on it?
I would say he could.
Bet on it?
But I would say that it would not going to be just him. He's going to probably be on like 30 different artists.
A simple bet, like In and Out or some shit.
No, because it's kind of paused right now because you're talking about his dick. And like, now I don't even want to fucking see him at all. Because like, I'm going to be honest with you, the clips I've seen, and I've seen a lot of clips about his tour where he brings out like J. Cole or whatever. Bro, he doesn't look like he's a shitty performer.
But again, rappers.
No, he's not considered of that. Because I've been to hip hop shows.
He's not a sing rapper either.
No, because I've been to hip hop shows and I've seen great fucking performances. So like, I get this majority of rappers are trash.
This day,
but it's just like he's one of them.
I don't want to be that guy.
Like if you want to see a good performer, Russ is a crazy performer.
Okay. I don't want to be that guy, but this generation of rapper is kind of ass live.
But
live
overall,
ass.
okay.
They're terrible. Like they're shitty live. This generation of rappers,
but I think
they kind of are.
But I think though, it just makes sense to do Taylor. It just makes sense.
They're going.
It's
to.
hot right now.
They're going to. It's
most
hot.
likely by the end of the year they'll be engaged.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna break up with him and make a new album. There's no way. There's no way. She's gonna dump him next year and make a new album.
I say they'll be engaged because there's too much money now. There's too much money.
You know what we don't talk about?
What?
Taylor's kind of ran through. I don't want to be that guy like slut shaming, like it's not right.
I never followed her. So
Taylor's kind of ran through, but she doesn't get cussed out. Like it's not fair. I'm gonna do the white privilege thing. She don't get cussed out like niggas do when they get ran through.
Has she dated more than 5 celebrities?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hella, like at least 6.
More than J-Lo?
Malin who?
More than J-Lo?
That can't count her. I think on the same level as Kim.
Yeah.
At least Kim has kids with some of these niggas. Okay, it's like between every album, Taylor has like a famous celeb boyfriend.
But you think Kelsey like has not been ran through as well? Like he's not.
Yeah, but he's a guy. He's a guy. He's been. Guys don't care about that, and it's a shame. Somebody should be slut shaming these niggas. But I don't know. He might be ran through. Who knows? He seems too dumb and innocent. I'm not gonna lie.
Just a football. Like
yeah, they're like a very churchy family from what I can see. Especially like because I follow Jason. He's so much fun. Jason got a wife and kids. Like Jason, they're very like proper family.
Right now, I'm gonna say this: Jason Kelsey is a fucking national treasure. That man is a national treasure.
You know what I want to say?
It's just so fucking hilarious.
Because it's Black History Month.
Yeah,
guys, you need to slut shame Taylor like you slut shame the rest of us, or don't slut shame anybody.
Facts.
Either you need to call her ran through like you call Kim, like you call what's the other bitch, Lori Harvey, and all these like famous Black celebrities.
No, Lori Harvey's just a demon.
She is.
That's the devil. That girl's the devil.
Can you imagine being Steve Harvey? First of all, shout out to Steve Harvey's genetics because that nigga's ugly as fuck, and how he came out.
Maybe it's not even his kids.
Who cares?
Maybe it's not even his.
Good for him.
But Mr. Potato.
Yeah, it's Black History Month. Slut shame Taylor like you slut shame these niggas, or shut the fuck up, or let her be.
Speaking of Black History Month, this month is going by fast.
Why they give us the shortest month of the year?
No,
like what?
No, they give you guys the fastest month of the year.
Right? That's crazy.
Oh my god, what a fucking hot take. Anyways,
yes.
Oh my god.
Bro, she is. Her and Pete Davidson are the most ran through white folk in the world.
Yeah, I want to hang out with Pete Davidson. I want him to teach me his game because there's no way this motherfucker is just pulling.
You know, actually, 2 days ago, I listened to a pod and they discussed like Pete's game, and they
gets them when they're just miserable.
No, they call it referral dick. He gets referral pussy.
Oh,
Other girls, because Ariana talked about it, and then Kim talked about it, and is like now everyone's like, we're curious at this point. We want to see what everybody's talking about. It's not because he got game, it's because everybody's curious. Yeah, and I guess it's true because it keeps happening. They're like, you know what? I want to see what's talking about.
You know what? I can relate to that. It's okay.
You've never like looked at a girl and been like, and like somebody's told you about a girl, and you just even in your mind, even if you never did anything about it, you're like, I wonder if this is true.
No, I get referred.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, your ego. This nigga.
Do you know what time?
Referral pussy. Referral.
That's the funniest shit. That's gonna be the new dating app.
Referral.
Yeah.
It's like
But
girls.
if-
It's like girls and guys talking about other people. Like,
Yeah.
yo, this guy is true.
But if the
It's
referral
poppin'.
goes through, you get $50 Amazon gift card. Like
You know what? We trademarked it. Referral
Referral-
referral nut is going to be the name of the app.
Refer what?
Bro, you just came back from a mosque. We can't be having these
Oh, that's-
conversations.
Astaghfirullah. I did just pray, man. I did just pray. It was cool.
It's all right. It's Friday prayer. You get bonus points for that.
I know. All right. So this is what I want to talk about. This is the only thing. So I haven't watched it yet, even though I've been waiting a year. But every time I've been trying to book a ticket this week,
Go
it's
ahead.
been sold out. The Bob Marley movie.
Really?
Yes. So
I didn't even know it was out.
obviously, I love Bob Marley. His music means a lot. But there's been a lot of hate towards the movie, and I can get it, especially for people that are from Jamaica. Obviously, Bob Marley is an idol to that whole culture. So first of all, they're already mad because the actor that's playing Bob Marley is a British actor. Okay, and then
Is he Caribbean British in any way?
I don't know that much about him, to be honest
Okay.
with you. But the thing is that regardless of who they picked, the movie was produced. Everything they had to do had to be approved by the family, by Ziggy, all the Marley family. So I don't know why people are hating when the family's like, this is what we want to show you guys about.
Is that true though? Like, 'cause sometimes they get limited approval.
Nope.
Sometimes they don't get to be able to approve everything.
Even the actor said, "Is like we could not do anything unless the family approves it." It came to the point.
Maybe this is the truth.
Yeah, because also even the point where the actor said that I was telling them not to pick me, like pretty much like not to work with me because I want to make sure that you guys pick the right Bob Marley. Did you guys make sure you give options, the opportunity for everybody else to audition for Bob Marley? He said that you were the best one. Now the thing that he was like, he even asked him, "Is like, are you guys okay for me playing this?" Because Bob Marley was like 5'7", I'm 6'4". And then
that's
they
fucked up.
asked Ziggy, and Ziggy's like, "Well, maybe to you, but he's like, to me, Bob Marley was a giant."
Yeah, because you're his kid. You looked
Yeah,
at
I'm saying-
you looked
that I'm saying,
literally
yeah.
looked up at him like half your life.
Now, overall, I think that actor is amazing, but also a lot of people were like, "Why would you guys pick a person that played Ken in Barbie movie?" Which is fucking hilarious, but it doesn't matter.
Did he?
Yeah, he was in movie Barbie. He was one of the Kens.
Oh, he was one of the Kens. Jesus. Wait,
But-
which one was it?
Let me see. I'm gonna pull him up.
Yeah,
He's a very famous European actor.
because I've seen the movie. I won't. Which of the Kens was? I'm looking at
The
like, is
thing-
he at least black? I hope he's black.
Yes.
Is he just light skinned? He's just a lighty.
Oh my god, the people are gonna hate me for that. Kingsley Ben-Adur.
Oh shit! He's playing Bob.
Yeah.
He has no business playing Bob. I'm sorry.
No, don't say
he
that.
has no business playing Bob.
No, he looks like him though.
I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't even know there's a Bob Marley movie.
You're crazy.
out.
I've been waiting for a year for this movie.
You know what? You know what trailer came out today? That
Look, tell me that's not Bob Marley. Come on, son.
I guess. Nah, I'm sorry.
That's Bob Marley, bro.
It's
the young
like
Bob Marley.
so. The
very-
picture for context, you guys are not gonna be able to see this, but the picture he's showing me, it's like his dreads don't look natural.
No, okay. I'm
They
glad
don't
you
look.
mentioned
They
that.
don't. There's a
I'm-
disconnect between
nope.
his actual
I'm glad you
hairline
men-
and the dreads.
I'm glad you mentioned
It looks
that.
too much like a wig.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
At least in the picture you showed me.
because what I'm about to say, he did an interview recently on the pod. I think it was Breakfast Club.
Okay.
He said that everything had to be so authentic that they went to a real Rastaman in Jamaica, borrowed one length of it. Well, I swear, he talks about it. He said that each person donated like one, made it to a wig so he can wear it, so he can be a very authentic like dreads. And he said after the production was done, because they put him in a box, they went and gave him each person their dreads back, and they had to reattach it.
That's extra as fuck.
No, but that's how authentic they went. So yes, he is of course wearing a wig. He's not gonna come up with dreads in like one year.
Yeah,
takes,
fair
like,
enough.
Dreads, how
I'm
long does it
sure-
take? Like all their life, right?
I don't know about all their life. Like,
Being as a Rasta man, like it's like
yeah,
you
it
can't
takes,
cut
it
it.
takes years, definitely. I don't know about all your life, but definitely takes years. All right, there's no denying. Like definitely years.
Yeah.
But it's just, my issue isn't that it's a wig. It just looks like a cheap wig. It doesn't look like a good wig.
What else? It's gonna
Some wigs and weaves and shit like that shit is blended. It looks like it comes straight out your scalp. Other
Yeah.
wigs, you could tell it's a wig.
yeah. So
You know,
for
that's
me,
my only issue with
for
it.
me. I
I
wasn't
don't
trying.
expect them to grow dreads.
But I'll tell you this: for me, I wasn't really gonna try to listen to the. Even there's a lot of critics and saying, "Oh, this movie's shitty. This is not how it is." Even though to me, I'm like, well, if the family approved it, who am I to say anything? You know.
You think I should watch it?
Now, here's the thing: a clip comes up on my TikTok from a scene from the movie,
Mhm.
and it's Bob Marley arguing with his manager.
Okay.
That accent is horrible, dog. That accent is so bad. I was just like, maybe I haven't been around too many Jamaicans, but the Jamaicans I've been on, they don't sound like that. That's just me. Maybe
Is it like when white folk go, yeah, man?
Oh my god, dude! You have to watch it for yourself because
I gotta watch it.
I have to. But overall, though, like, this doesn't, this doesn't do anything for Bob Marley's legacy. Bob Marley will always be a legend, be an icon. His music will always mean a lot to me, and I still remember the first time I listened to Bob Marley. My whole life was like, oh my god, this is it. Like, this is such a good fucking artist.
Okay.
It was one of the first times I was like, oh, I'm calm.
It's crazy.
Because I grew up like listening to hip hop, so it was always aggressive, like especially like the old school, And then it was my teacher, Miss Gowdy. I'll never forget her, my English teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about music, and she's like, oh my god, listen to Tracy Chapman. That's when I got introduced to Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman was like she's my boo. So when I saw her perform at the Grammys,
My boo.
I was just like, thank God that she's getting recognition she's getting. Because she just performed at the Grammys recently with Luke, I believe, yes. Because he did a cover of her song Fast Car.
I don't watch them.
But he brought her out. She does not perform. Tracy Chapman has not done shows in a long time. But slowly now she's doing like these festivals. But I'm so happy that. And then she introduced me to Bob Marley, and I was like, oh my God. Miss Gowdy is the teacher that reached out to me after all these years last year.
Oh, dead.
Remember that? I posted that about it? Yeah, quick short story. One of my teachers from 8th grade, so we were talking about like 12, 13 years ago, found me on Instagram last year, and she sent me this one of the most beautiful messages I've ever received in my life. Talk about how I was such a big impact, and she lives now overseas, and she accepted Islam, and she's married to a Muslim now, and she has kids who are Muslims, and she's a pro-Palestinian now. And she told me that because she said that I used to tell her where I was from when I was a kid, and she didn't believe it.
Now? Why only now?
What do you mean?
Why only now? What was why was she holding back?
Because at that time there was not many resources for them. There was just like, oh, he's a kid. Who is he saying? Okay, and then when she realized that what's going on, because now it's easier to get footage and realize what's happening. She's like, I have to go reach out to Issam. But the fact that dude, like 12 years ago, and first thing that crossed her mind was me is mind boggling. And Miss Sister Gowdy, sorry that should have said Sister Gowdy. I love you. I appreciate that message.
There's something I have to confess, and I don't feel like I should confess it on the show.
Confess it.
I might get in trouble.
Wait, by who?
I don't know who, but somebody's. I'm gonna get in trouble by somebody. I promise you.
Like trouble, 1 out of 10. Like how big trouble? Like they're gonna.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna drag my friend with me because she came too, and her card swiped too. So we were supposed to go on Monday to go get oxtail. Right. I guess okay. She was my friend Kanai, who I go to the gym with. Right. She was like, oh, I want to just thank you for help him going to the gym with me and do all that. Let's get you oxtail on Monday.
Okay.
Apparently they're closed on Monday. I didn't know this. Yes. I've never been on a Monday. I've never been on a weekday. She was like, well, I've also actually really wanted to get into Middle Eastern food. Like, where we go? I said, I don't know Middle Eastern food around here. Let's just go on Google. So I Googled Middle Eastern food. We went, sat down, ordered.
You went to an Israeli restaurant, didn't you, you fucking bitch? Didn't you? You went to an Israeli restaurant. You put your money. You put your money in a restaurant. You can just stop right there.
Nah,
You fool, Alec. You fucking traitor. You're out here supporting.
Hold on.
A Zionist regime.
I don't think these people were not Zionists, right?
How do you know?
Well, I'm just looking around.
Was there an Israeli flag?
No.
Okay.
There's no Israeli flag. It just looked like, Middle Eastern Jewish folk just having a good time. They were very friendly. The service was absolutely great.
Of course they're friendly.
I'm not going to bait the restaurant. I don't need the shame. They were super friendly. The service was great. I'm not going to lie. The food was mid, but I knew something was up when I looked down and I was like,
Israeli hummus. That's what they put on the menu.
No, they didn't put Israeli hummus.
What did they put?
It's just the spelling of like words. Like kufta kebab was not kufta kebab. I was like, this is kufta. Why are they calling this soy, koi, whatever? I was like, this is not the food I'm used to.
Well, they're the worst thieves. When they steal recipes, they steal them wrong.
Jesus Christ, that's all I'm just calling.
That's not a hot take. That's a true thing.
I felt really bad. I was like, we're not going to leave. She was like, should we get up and go? I was like, no, we're not going to leave. This guy's been like very friendly with us, very nice. Like, he knew my name was Karim. Like, I was like, he's been very nice. I'm not going to do this to this fam. I'm just going to eat my food and leave. Call it a day.
Yeah.
All right. We just go and take this L. I knew something was up when I was like, well, what do you guys have to drink? Because it wasn't like a full drinks menu. And he said something about this, like, oh, there's this new like Israeli grape juice. And I was like, that's when Kanai and I looked at each other like, and then I looked around and I was like, techno music?
For sure, Zino.
I was like, techno? I don't think so.
For sure.
No, they were very friendly. I didn't feel it. I didn't get that vibe from the restaurant. So that's which is why I felt so guilty. I was like, no, this
Yes,
person's
you should be.
this person's been really nice to me.
You
I felt guilty that I spent the money because I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
but this person's been really nice to me. I didn't want to just get up and leave. Like, that's fucked up. I'm like, I feel like I was raised better than that. I said, we just gonna take this L. We gonna move on.
No, you're a better person because I have been in situations where
I felt so bad.
I was in San Jose and I passed by this place. It's like Falafel King, and I'm like, oh, fire! Like this looks busy, and I just kept driving by it. Like I was there for like 2 weeks, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this today. So I parked the car. There's nobody in line, so I walk up to the window, and the guy's like, oh, give me 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, like I'm listening, and there's people around. There's like kids and family, but I'm listening to and I'm like, this is not Spanish. Like I know what this is, but it's not Spanish. And I'm trying to figure out, like, my memory is coming in. And then I look up, and the guy gives me the menu. First thing on the menu, it literally spells Israeli hummus. And I look at him, I was like, what the fuck is Israeli hummus? He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, the fact that you just have to add Israeli in front of it just tells me enough. And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's fine. There wasn't any of
enough.
that.
Like, so I was like, yo, I'm not fucking ordering. Fuck this place. Because I already know. And this is 2015.
This wasn't even like right now.
Yeah, this is 2015, and I was like, nah, because I'm not doing that. I was like, you're not going to take my culture and make it yours, and now you're making money. Another incident that was pretty funny, we were in Oakland, and there was a block, right? Just a bunch of food, breakfast places, and all this stuff. And one of our friends told us, oh, go in there that has best places. I'm going to remind you, I'm wearing my Palestinian hoodie, right? It's like a Palestinian flag with like flowers on it, like just like cool design. That same thing. I wait in line. The guy's making falafel. He looks at me. I look at him, and I'm like, "Oh, cool. Looks Arab." And he looks at my sword, and I was like, "Oh, he's Israeli." I get closer. Same thing. Israeli falafel sandwich. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Not again.
Why the fuck are you adding Israeli in front of everything? Like, are you never gonna see me?
It doesn't make sense because like it's not like all the other Arab nations. Let's be honest. Y'all make 90% the same fucking food,
That's what I'm
rebranded, but nobody's putting like
Jordanian hummus.
Yeah, Lebanese, Lebanon, or whatever.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
it didn't make sense. This restaurant didn't give me that vibe. It didn't get. There was no.
I just don't get
There's
it.
no Israeli flag. There was no propaganda anywhere. So I was like, I felt bad. This person was super friendly. Like they went above and beyond.
Like,
and I was like, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to be one of those people.
It's insane.
And I know Issam, like, it's tense. Shit is tense out here. But I stand by this, and you guys, anybody in the comments can be mad. I'm not going to make assumptions about people, right? I'm not going to make assumptions about people. And if you treat me well, I will treat you fair. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be out here and just cuss them out. Like, they're out here. The place didn't look busy. You
don't have to cuss them out.
It wasn't like some extravagant place. I'm like, bro, y'all need this money, I bet you.
Yeah, you don't have to cuss. No, you don't have to cuss them out.
I was going to cuss people out. I was like, you know what? I came here, I ordered. I placed my order already by the time, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to eat my food, pay, and leave.
No, because that's the misconception. Because before the Zionist government or the Zionist movement fucking came into Palestine, Jerusalem, Jews and Muslims and Christians lived peacefully together. They were amazing together. You guys understand when you do the research and you get into it, it's the Zionist movement. It has nothing to do with the religion. It has nothing to do with it. It's just what they believe in. They put their religion in the front where you can't criticize it, but that Zionist movement is the fucking worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's free Palestine all day, but I'm not going to treat other Jewish people or other Israeli peoples like poorly. I'm not going to assume and treat them poorly with no fucking reason just because.
And when you do
it's
the
not going to
research,
happen.
there's plenty of Orthodox Jews who are pro-Palestinian. Pro-Palestinian.
We talked about this.
All the time.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I got to confess to this.
That's funny.
He might find it funny.
By the way, though, that day, the incident, the falafel one.
That was nice. It was all right.
The falafel one, my friend was standing outside, and I cussed him out. And I was like, you trying to play a fucking prank on me? You trying to play? I was like, you think I'm going to put my money where it goes kills my people? And he was like, I'm sorry. But speaking of that, just a related, I don't know if you've seen the video that's trending for the past 48 hours. One thing about the whole situation, there's a lot of companies who they hire that the Israeli government funds where they hire like D-list celebrities where they have to post about Israel. Some of them are pretending that they're actually like, they lived in Israel.
Oh yeah, we did this.
Similar one. One of the most famous one that we all know he got paid for it because he deletes it, like he censors his comments and he posts about it and he has no idea what the fuck is going on. And every time he posts, he gets paid for it, is Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd just takes money. Floyd is a whore. Floyd is a whore for sponsorship.
Floyd went to the route to even make TMT merch with Israeli flags on it.
Jesus.
Because obviously they're paying it fat. So the other day, 2 days ago, he had an event. He was selling a booth pro-Palestinians, bunch of guys just pulled up and they kept screaming "Free Palestine." So he shut that down real quick. Like he shut down his booth. One of his boys tried to steal this Palestinian flag, so the boys shut down his booth. We're like, well, we're not gonna let you sell till you give us our flag back.
Bet.
And you could tell like he was just like he did not accept that feedback. But Floyd Mayweather, you're a fucking joke.
I think Krishan. What did Krishan say? Krishan said, Krishan and Blueface is. She's not even his girlfriend. She's. Just,
she said that it's happening because they don't believe in Jesus.
Because y'all don't believe in Jesus. I'm like, girl, you're so stupid. Like,
there's literally Christians there.
Jesus is literally one of our 7 prophets. We literally believe in him as a prophet. What are you talking about? Dumb bitch.
Israel bombed churches in Gaza,
and y'all don't give a fuck. This is how I know
churches are not brand. The church is not brand new. The churches have been there in centuries.
This is how I know America doesn't give a fuck about Christianity. Like Christians in America, at least, don't give a fuck about Christianity. Like they bombed churches, and y'all didn't say anything.
Nope.
Y'all don't actually. Y'all use God. Y'all use God in America. We use God. Honestly, whether it's Christian, Muslim, like y'all use God to justify your bullshit in America. Yeah. And that's y'all didn't give a fuck about. Y'all didn't give a fuck about when they bombed hella churches, not just one.
A lot.
And some of the oldest churches like in existence.
That's what I'm saying. The churches,
like, y'all don't give a shit.
The churches in Palestine, even in the West Bank or in Gaza, the one in Gaza that got bombed, there weren't an old Safeway, an old Walmart that got bought out and they made a church. We're talking about these were in centuries where the paintings are history, and they got bombed by Israelis, and you guys are like, those are your Christian brothers and sisters.
That's crazy. Anyway, let's move on. We don't want to make this depressing and shit. So, Wednesday was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I pulled up I pulled up from the 6 Brown Chicks. They had a Valentine 2024 edition, and people just telling their stories. This one I saw, we'll pull up like 3 of them. This one I saw was fucking crazy. Well, at least my friend Kayla introduced me to her cousin Juliet, who was serving her last 7 months on a 4-year sentence. Juliet was poor man's Beyonce. Tall, built, flawless skin with the cutest dimples. We became pen pals. I put money on her books, started working out. She turned her life around, and I was here to pick her up. At the same time, my baby mama was trying to move in with my son, but I blocked that outright. I sent them to her mama's house. I made room for Juliet. She arrived, buff hard, with a slash on her face that ran from her temple to her fucking chin. She spits, cracks her knuckles, and yanked my dick so hard that I refused to perform. I overheard her on the phone telling a female inmate, you know what this mouth, you miss what this mouth do. She steals from me. She pawns my things. I want her out of my house, but I'm afraid to tell her to leave.
Because she's just crazy.
Bro, this thing, imagine you dating a prison chick and you scared of her now.
Dude, no, that's
for fucking Valentine's Day. Have you ever been with the chick that you were like afraid of?
No, never.
Well, first guys is different, but still, like nobody I've been
afraid
of.
No, talking about like
nobody I've been afraid of.
No, I don't think I've been afraid of. I mean, I wouldn't put myself in that situation in the first place. To be honest with you.
Why do people date people in prison?
Yo, first of all, did you ever know about the pen pal thing?
Yeah, I knew about the pen pal.
It's like
a regular thing. They have like kids messaging like inmates and shit.
No, but no.
Or like high schoolers at least.
But what they do, like they record themselves a video about who they are and what they got in for.
Oh, I saw that recently on TikTok. Yeah. And it's like a new trend.
It's a new trend, but the women?
Everybody's fine. They pick the finest inmates on both sides.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen the guy's side. But
I've
the women's
seen all
side?
of them.
I was like, yo, there's one who was like cutie. And then it was like, then you look her up and she's like, battery charges, gun charges. Yeah, and I'm like,
why would you do
that?
You
crazy bitch.
Again, why would you do that? And people are gonna say like Valentine. Like, would you date a felon?
No.
Like somebody who's out of jail, not somebody who's currently
out of jail
in jail.
Changed or out of jail that.
That's not what you know. You just know.
That's
felon.
hard. That's hard. Because if I did somebody,
you haven't met. This is why I'm saying you haven't met this person yet. But they're good looking. You see their profile. It matches up with a lot of shit you like. But they're like, got out of doing 4 years.
To be fair, I'm gonna say yes because there's part of me that's gonna see good in people.
I'm gonna say no.
But also too, like when there's red flags and the person is cute, I'm just like this.
I'm gonna say like I want to hook up with them as one thing, but to date them, no. Hookups is cool. Hookups, do you?
You don't like that gangster love?
No.
You don't like that gangster love?
No, nobody scares me.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird though, because like I come home and she's just sagging her pants and she's like, "What up, bitch?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, yo." Give me another one.
This one.
I'll tell you a funny story. 4 years ago, one of my coworkers ordered flowers and chocolates for himself to get delivered at work to pretend that somebody else sent it to him, and it was the funniest shit in the world.
You know what?
It was the funniest shit in the world. Because it's like, damn, look at me. I am wanted
Did
man.
they find out? Did y'all find out it
No,
was
but
them?
he told me. But I thought it was genius. I thought it was genius.
I'll tell you this last year, actually. I might have told you the story.
What?
But this person is no longer in the U.S.
Okay.
Or was no longer in Arizona. And, fuck them. I'll tell the story. I know they used to follow the pod. I don't know if they still do.
Doesn't matter.
But we dated for like 2 weeks, right?
Okay.
2.5 weeks. And then one day they were like, oh, I'm in the process of getting a divorce.
Okay.
I was like, in the process of getting divorced.
You knew that he was going through a divorce while you started dating, or you started dating?
I started dating, and then like at the end of the week, there's like, hey, I got a confession to make. Like
I
person,
see.
they were telling me like,
yes,
they're tense situation with their roommate, blah blah blah.
Proceed.
They're like,
Yep, okay,
we're in
proceed the
we're in the beginning of getting a divorce, all that,
Okay.
and then like one day out of nowhere, just sends me some long message talking about, I don't know if I can do this. It feels like it's still too soon, blah
Okay.
blah blah. That then blocks me on everything.
Okay.
Next morning, I find a message, 7 a.m. I'm unblocked on everything. Right. And I was like, we haven't even done anything. Like, we could just chill and call it friends and call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, I was already like talking to 2 other people at the time. Like, it didn't. It was like, this was nothing for me.
You thought I was the only one, and I got options.
Yeah,
That's
like,
just
I got options. I'm cool. I wake up the next morning. This is all within like less than 24 hours, okay? Next morning, 7 a.m., I'm unblocked on everything.
Yeah.
I'm getting long-ass texts like, you know what? I did you dirty. That's not nice. You know, like, you've been so nice to me and so sweet, blah, blah, blah. This is not how people, I should be like, I'm really, really sorry, whatever. And then, like, proceed. I was like, okay, cool. It's all right. Like, you stressed, whatever. Like, just keep it calm. Talks to me throughout the day, like 2 in the afternoon before he finishes work. He's like, what do we like? Oh, what's your address? I need to repay. I was like, repay me for what? He was like, didn't you send me flowers to my office? I was like, I didn't send you shit.
You should have just played it off.
And I was like, so is this why I'm unblocked on everything? He was like, kinda, yeah. I was like, should we be friends? I was like, it's cool, it's calm.
Yeah, nah. You should have always played it off. If a girl was like, did you
Hit me
send
up
me
for a booty
flowers?
call a month later, but it's fine.
If somebody was trying to like, hey, did you send me flowers? I'd be like, yeah. I'll just take ownership. I don't give a fuck.
He claims he never found out who sent him the flowers.
You know what? The funniest thing. Well, it's not really funniest thing, but one time when I was working, one girl has a situation with her ex, or some dude, whatever she was talking to, gave her flowers, but she was married. So she's like, I can't take this home. She's like, do you want these? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. Free flowers. It was like a nice bouquet one. You know what I mean? But it was around Thanksgiving. So this is like 6 years ago. So I took the flowers. I gave them to one of my homies' mom because I went to go visit, like whatever. I was like, oh, I have flowers, but I pretended that I bought it for her. Right? That's all it was.
That's crazy.
I was like, hey, you're like, this is my best friend. This is his mom. She's like, my mom. Here's flowers for you. The only thing, I didn't think anything of it. Bro, till this day, she still talks about it. Issam bought me flowers. In my head, I have no heart to tell her that it was just a free one that I was trying to get rid of. I have no heart to tell her because every time she sees me, she's like, do you remember when you bought me flowers? You're such a sweet, good kid. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
I'm not doing this shit.
I'm so sorry. So I'm still, I refuse to tell her, but it was still funny.
Number 4, I bumped into my friend's lover at her funeral. My friend had an accidental overdose. Damn, that took the mood.
Don't date drug dealers.
We chatted about my friend briefly, and I offered to link him for drinks. We're a month into dating. Each time I see him, he wants to discuss my friend. Did she ever mention me? I wasn't that close to her, so no. Quotes, do you think she loved me? Quotes, I don't know. And the comment I blatantly ignore. If she was still alive, I would have never entertained you, right? Disrespect.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
He makes these stupid comments after sex while I'm naked in bed with him. I want to cuddle and discuss us, but before I get comfy, he's discussing my friend and putting me out his house. I asked him if he'd like to get married one day. Him, the only woman I would have married, has returned to God. I want to settle.
Why are you still messing with this person? That's her fault. It's not his fault. That's her fault. If he's that type of person, why you keep entertaining it?
No, it's not over. I want to settle down. I want to settle down with this man, but I can't compete with my friend's ghost. No. What to do?
That's disgusting. What a fucking idiot. No, you're just a dumb bitch.
Jesus.
You're just a dumbass bitch.
This man must be laying it down because it's red
the fact
flags.
That she's staying there, yeah.
Red flags that she's.
But not all the time, because sometimes the girl will stay around because they're afraid that they might not find something else. It's one of those things. Which you see a lot of in relationships where people don't leave because they'd be like, well, this is the only person that ever shown me care, so I don't want to lose that. Rather than knowing like, yo, there's something out there. You just have to go through the bullshit.
Ugh, oh my god. Have you ever? What's the craziest? I know we talked about red flags a long
Yeah.
time ago, but what's the craziest red flag that you've ignored?
That I ignored? Ooh, shit. There was a lot of them. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. You tell me yours because
For
I'm still
mine,
thinking.
it's it's a person's like mutual friends list.
Oh, okay.
So it's a pretty close community here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I can look at somebody's mutual friends or
Yeah.
somebody's friends list that I like from people I know,
Mm.
and I can dictate what type of person they are for the most
Yes.
part.
I actually, you know what? I would say the same thing.
I can look at and this is like actually happened like not pretty recent. Let's just say recently.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But it's happened a couple times where I'm like, oh, I now know not to take you seriously. I now know that this is all a game to you.
Yeah. Do it.
Because I know what this person's into. I know what that person is into. And if you guys are effing around or friends or whatever, I know that you're not into what you're telling me you're into.
Yeah.
I know you're a little more hardcore than you say, and which is completely fine. Which I tell people like, just be honest, so we could have some good shit, so we could have some fun.
Mine was
But I've ignored some hella red flags. Like
But-
they've been friends, some
but
psycho friends, and I'm like,
I would say by the end of our relationship, where it was going very tough, it was that it was dumb. I was like, I don't even know why she considered her a friend at that time because it was like her manager at work, and she used to just abuse her with like crazy shift hours. Where like I'll go pick her up from work at 9, and then I'm in the parking lot till 11 because they're just stuck doing fucking bullshit retail shit. But that person, I don't like her, is because A, she was fake. 2, and you know when you can read people. Like they're not genuine to that person, and she
Right.
just doesn't see it because they just see the good in people. Like she's just fucking dolly or whatever. But that person, I know that person was popping pills. She even has a tattoo of a pill on her, and she told me she
you
was
were
like,
oh, you're
"Oh,
into her, and you're not into the drug scene."
I
obviously.
don't like a woman. I'm okay. The only thing I'm okay with is weed,
That's fine.
pills, cocaine, ecstasy, and all that shit. Fuck out of here. You take that in front of me. I don't give a fuck if we have 6 kids with you. You take that one time, get the fuck out of my face. So in my head, I'm like, when she's like, oh, I'm going to go hang out at her house, whatever. In my head, I'm just like,
On my,
just be responsible. Don't offer. But Lord behold,
they did it.
everything that I said that don't do,
They
she
ignored
did
it.
all that. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, on my,
But I found out later on.
on my
But I
day,
knew a part of me that, like I said, she's like doing it, but I'm ignoring it because I'm like, I'm giving you my trust when you go hang out with her by herself. But then it's also like, pre-pressure, you're a listener, you're not a leader. Like, it's just in my head, I'm like, if you're into something and I don't like let's say you're into ecstasy, right? Let's say this is what you like, and then me and you hanging out and you keep like, try it.
which is
I'm gonna keep saying no.
great.
You're like, you're not gonna pressure me to do it.
Right.
So why can't you be that same thing? But she just fell for everything. So
It's crazy. Like I said, that whole
but fuck that friend anyways.
that whole I look at your mutuals and I know what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Like it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
And that
But,
fat ass friend too. I fucking hate that bitch. Dude, I hated that bitch so much, to be honest with you. I don't care if she listens. I doubt she listens to the pod, but like,
Cause you know I'm like a you know like when it comes to dating, like I'm like a kind of vindictive person. Like even if I'm checked out with
Yeah.
you, I just
I-
want to find a way to screw you over in one way, shape, or another.
I hate to say this.
But then I have to stop.
This is a very cocky for me to say this, but it's like, I haven't been wrong about a person. I can tell if they're genuine or not. I can
been.
tell. I haven't been wrong. And I wish, dude, I'm hoping that I get wrong, but I haven't been wrong. I'm like, this person used to fuck you up while you're out here giving this much attention. And she's like, oh, I don't know. Piece of shit. When everything went downhill, I'll tell you why. And if she listens to this, she fucking knows this. When everything went down fucking hill, who was the only person that answered the phone? It was my dumbass. Her friend, bro, this girl needed help. Her friend was 2 blocks away, didn't even answer her phone. Her best,
That's fucked
so-called
up.
best friend that
That's
they
fucked up.
traveled the world with didn't want to answer the phone, but I fucking answer the phone. Like, you know what I mean? It's stupid shit. It's like dummy. Anyways, fuck them.
One last one and we call it a
That's
day.
my new word. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em. Oh, which is the one with the bipolar man?
Hey, yo, what?
There was one where it's like, I'm with this. Oh, this one's a little long, but I want to see the bipolar man. Oh, actually. Okay, this one is shorter, but I feel like might be juicier. I'm Carl. I'm 48, married to a 34-year-old woman for 2 years. My kink is effing sex workers at the end of their shifts. Jesus. Okay. I saw the sex workers part. I was like, this is going to be juicy. I didn't read the rest. He says, I love to smell other men on them. Cuck as
Nah, dude.
Jesus.
Hey, what the fuck? Why would you even pick that story? That's
I didn't
fucking-
read this.
What the
Okay,
fuck, bro?
I'm gonna pass this. Wait, let me read.
What the fuck? Are you, what's your algorithm? That's my thing. Wait, hold
No,
on.
this is a page.
Nah. No,
This is a page called Six Brown Chicks. It's just they just do like a lot of anonymous posts from people.
You know what I got that from?
That's
I
crazy.
said that. You know, you seen those videos? Have you seen those videos when it's like the cooking? They're showing like how to make a certain dish, and then the scene. Hey,
No.
Nah,
The rest
nah.
of this is fucking foul.
Nah,
this man
fucked
needs
up.
to die.
no,
I'm sorry. This man needs to die. No,
Is
we
it-
have to listen to this because
Okay, you say it.
this brings into kink shaming and something I want to say.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore it, but go for it.
So I love to smell other men on them. Being their last client of the night makes me feel like a conqueror. I give them the knockout. No, you don't. You're the loser. A few allow me to hit no condom. I know I have an STI and I've given it to my wife. She hasn't approached me about it, and that means she's guilty of sleeping with somebody else.
That's
We've been
disgusting.
on fire for a month and she hasn't mentioned it. How to confront her cheating ass. Bro, you intentionally gave somebody a fucking STD. So the reason after reading this, I want to bring it up. I know people say there's this whole trend of like no kink shaming or whatever. I'm sorry. Some of these kinks need to be shamed. And you all can be mad at me in the comments or whatever. In the few months or years or whatever, when we blow up. Fuck this. There is a king guy, like people love to give people other STDs.
That's disgusting.
That is the most foul fucking shit because you know
Even
what?
in
If
that
you're-
community, it's crazy.
if you're cool with you're two grown people, you guys are cool with giving each other STDs, do you?
No,
it's
it's crazy.
weird, it's fucked up, but that's your bodies. Y'all do shit, but you
Yeah.
involving people who are not part of that shit, and you assumed how do I confront her cheating ass? Maybe she don't want to confront your cheating ass. Like, he ever thought about that, bro? That's fucking foul. What the fuck?
I'll probably be in
Who
jail.
has the balls to just be like, oh, I'm gonna post this shit on like some of the other like smaller dramas? I could see posting this shit, but this is like borderline illegal.
There should be a law. Is
I'm
there a law?
pretty sure there is some law, but I'm not a lawyer, so I can't be out here giving you guys legal advice.
Well, yeah. Well, my advice is definitely wrong, so I'm not gonna say
That's
it.
fucked up.
That is fucked up.
This man is a fucking. This is not funny no more. it
Yeah,
lost
you
its
should have,
it lost its thing.
Kill the vibe.
It definitely killed the vibe.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. When I tell you to skip, I'm telling you, my instincts just tells me.
We'll deal with the bipolar man next time
Yeah,
because we've literally been. It's been just about an hour, so you know what? We don't have time. I don't have time.
But
for
I
all
appreciate
this.
you guys. We appreciate the support. I've been getting a lot of really good reviews. Honestly, it doesn't matter if it's 1, if it's 10. We take one every seriously.
Yep.
Really, we do appreciate for everybody. We have some like solid listeners that we didn't even know who they are, which is crazy to me.
I have some randoms like friends that
Yes.
started following the pod and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, I
Like,
didn't even know.
They'll be like, yo, I like the pod, and I'm like, why?
I
That's my head, like, why? But like,
Why?
like genuinely, we just do this for fun. That we're not even trying to reach anything.
I'm so
We
traumatized.
know that we both know that we have something, and it's on the right path. But when it clicks, it will click. But that's the reason why we keep doing this.
Guys, the likes, the shares, the comments,
It's free.
but it makes a world of difference. Even on Spotify. Spotify, you know, when you click just to rate, right? Rate it. Be honest. You think we 1 star? Fine. You think we 5 star? Fine. But the more rates we get, right? The more stars we get, the more people actively contribute to that rating system, the more we get like distributed. So, YouTube, a like or a dislike, just the engagement, that helps us up with the algorithm.
And this year, you guys are going to see more guests here. They're going to see, you guys might see more challenges as well. We're just getting back into it, especially after Ramadan. After Ramadan, we're going to be golden.
I don't know what the content's going to be for Ramadan.
Ramadan?
We have to do one of those mukbangs for Ramadan. You break your fast with a mukbang, and we just sit here, record the show while you're eating. Record the show while you're eating, bro.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. But we do truly appreciate it for y'all listening. Thank you guys so much. Anything
Hope
else
y'all
you
had
gotta say?
a good Valentine. Plan B is still available in some states.
It's cheaper in Costco.
Cheaper at Costco. Well, I don't know which state you're in. Sometimes Plan B is not available in every state.
Nah.
Because of after the whole Roe v. Some states like you can't get Plan B.
I didn't know that.
So if you need to drive over to Mexico, or
And if you want to find out that your girl is cheating, check her statements. If there's a charge at CVS at 3 a.m. for $65, that's a Plan B and a Gatorade. Just letting y'all know.
a Plan B and a fucking Gatorade.
Yeah,
But,
thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you.
Wait, I wanted to ask you a question.
for it.
I wanted to just say one thing. Do you know what's coming up?
President's Day.
No, 1 year anniversary.
I know.
dipshit.
I know.
Do you know what day it is?
It's March. It's in March.
March what?
March 12th.
Hey, I was like, he's not gonna get it. I was like, he's not gonna get that shit.
Come on, son.
Yeah, March
Come on,
12th is our
son.
anniversary.
This
1 year.
This pod should be called Issam and the Little Boy.
I think that's the anniversary of when we recorded. I don't know if
Yes.
that's when I released it.
Doesn't
but
matter. That's when
definitely
we started.
recorded.
That's
Yeah.
when we started.
So
No, it's been a hell of a year.
We're gonna try to do something fun for that.
We'll see.
All right.
Free Palestine.
Peace out.